Hey, it's Ryan. Let's check out another really cool strum pattern using the pre-chorus from Birds of a Feather. It looks like this. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never think I wasn't better alone. Can't change the weather, might not be forever, but if it's forever, it's even better. So this strum pattern is really cool in that it's very rhythmic and it really kind of drives the groove home because of how syncopated it is. It's got the 16th note rhythm thing throughout the entire thing. It's palm muted. It's got accents. There's all sorts of cool stuff in it. So let's break it down and then let's go to the practice video for it. I think it's funny how these strum patterns I think are actually getting easier as we're going across the song. But let's take a look. So to start, we have a palm muted accented down strum. So to do a palm mute, what you're going to do is take the palm of your hand, like this ridge part of your hand here, and you're going to rest it on the bridge right here. Then what you're going to do is pinch your fingers as though you're holding a pick, and then you're just going to do this. Go ahead and join me. As we're doing this, don't feel like you have to go across all 6 strings. That's not what we're doing. We're primarily just hitting these bass strings here. And we want that low E string to be muted whenever we're playing different chords. So if we move to the A minor 7, it still feels exactly the same. And kind of what I like to do as well is my pinky finger is actually under these treble strings right here. I don't know when I started doing that, but it just kind of feels nice for me to have it under there. You certainly do not have to have it under there. But then moving on to the D minor 9, what we do is we adjust our picking hand slightly so that we try not to hit that A string. But if the A string gets hit, then that's okay because it's just a part of the chord anyway. And then moving to our G sus. I'm not being very intentional with like trying to go across all 6 strings. I mean, honestly, you can probably just maybe hear 3 or 4 strings. And then going to C. So that's kind of the basic idea of how we would do palm muted parts like this. So now looking at the tab, we have an accented palm mute, which let me show you that real quick. What we do with any accent that's palm muted is we take the palm off and then we strike like this. So the palm comes down as I'm going through the strings. So just try this with me real quick. So that's like an accented downstroke. And then when we look at the tab with accented upstrokes, we're wanting to lift our hand off as we do an upstroke. So we're not going to be palm muting. So it looks like this kind of slow. So as I do that upstroke, I'm lifting off the palm there. So let's just try these 3 right here. And we'll do it kind of like, go ahead and join me. So that palm is landing on the bridge as we do that accent. And now let's try this accented up strum. So now it looks like this. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. One more time. 3, 4. Now let's try doing this part. So now it sounds like this. So on this very last strum here, I'm going across all the strings. So one more time. So let's try this. 1, 2, ready, go. Again. And I guess it is worth noting that because we're going off the bridge right here, when we put the palm back on the bridge, there is going to be a little bit of an accent going into this part. So this is the basic pattern for the entire part. So now if we were to do this whole thing, it would sound like this. 1, 2, join me, here we go. Lift off the pointer finger. Do it a couple more times. We're going to end it here on the C. So that melody note's going to be a little bit muted, but that's okay because when we play this song for people, they've probably heard the song before. And if you did a little intro, if you did the little intro, then they're going to be able to still hear the melody even though it's muted because cognitive perception wise, they already can hear it in their mind. So that's cool stuff. But anyway, this is the pre-chorus to Birds of a Feather. See you in the practice video.